Welcome to BTS with SiCKHEAD. If you've been here before, welcome back. So I'm going to be introducing you guys to the world of video editing using Davinci Resolve. Alright, Davinci Resolve is a beast of a software. And what's really cool about it is that it's free. Alright, and number two, it's cross-platform. Alright, it doesn't matter whether you have a PC, whether you have a Mac, whether you're running your operating system on Linux, it doesn't matter. You could use Davinci Resolve, alright? Now Davinci Resolve has two versions. It has the paid version and the unpaid version. The free version, don't bum yourself out thinking like, oh, it's free, it's not gonna have everything, it's gonna have issues, blah, blah. No, you're getting almost 85 to 90% of all the features that you would get with the paid version, all right? Now, download the free version, play around with it, and if you like it, buy it. And what's really cool is that it's a one-time purchase for just $299.99. Yes, $300, that's still a lot of money, right? But if you compare it with other softwares like Premiere Pro, okay? Premiere Pro is $30 a month. So in a year, you'll be paying $360 plus tax every year, where with Davinci Resolve, it's just a one-time purchase and you get to own the software and all you have to do is what? Update the software. That's it. Final Cut Pro, which is made by Apple, does that as well. It's a one-time purchase, $299.99, and you get to own the software, all right? Now, I'm not saying, oh, Davinci Resolve is the best, it's better than Premiere Pro or Final Cut or Sony Vegas. Like, no. Because at the end of the day, all these editing softwares, they're all based on your personal preference, you know? Some people love Premiere, some people love Davinci, some people love Final Cut, you know? Whatever software you choose, it's all up to you, all right? But today, I'm just making this tutorial using Davinci Resolve because I love Davinci Resolve. I think it's a great editing tool. Today's tutorial, it's going to be the bare minimum basics for editing, okay? So we're just talking about cutting. Now there's so much to talk about when it comes to video editing and Davinci Resolve, but we're going to learn filmmaking baby steps, all right? Those are actually pretty big steps, and the baby steps are, there we go, that's more like it. All right, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna shut up so that we can start this tutorial. Sounds good? Of course it does. All right, let's do this, yo. All right, so you've downloaded Davinci Resolve, and now you gotta click on it to open it. Davinci Resolve. All right, now we just gotta wait because my computer is really slow. Ta-da! There we are. All right. So the first thing that you see over here is your project manager. This is where you get to see all your projects. At the moment, there's nothing here, so let's create something. So to create a project, you come over here, new projects, click, and then you name your project. Let's call this BTS. Let's call this BTS. Yeah, because there's another file called BTS tutorial. Create, and there we go. Now this is your media tab. This is where you browse and import all your content, like your videos, your audio, your sound effects, your pictures, all the content that you need for your project. This is where you're gonna find. This is where you import them. All right. Now, I like to create bins because it just looks a lot more organized and it's easier to find what you need. Yeah, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just throw everything in here. But me, no, I get crazy pretty easily. So I need it organized, all right? So let's just create two bins, all right? Now to add bin, you just right click and you click add bin, all right? So let's name bin 1 as clips, and let's name bin 2 as music. All right, okay? So now we got to import our videos into clips. To do that, you hit Command I. Now this is for Mac. For PCs, it will be different. I think it might be Control I. Okay, but let's just import. Okay, actually, we don't need the last footage. Yeah. Now these are just random clips that, actually not random, I filmed them yesterday for B-roll, but it came out really bad. So yeah, I'm not using it, but it's good for reference, you know, just so you get an idea of how to edit. Okay, so now we got our videos. Let's go back and let's import our music. So again, Command I. Okay, not here. Downloads, what was that? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now in our master, we have 2 bins, also known as folders, for clips and music. In clips, we have all of our videos, and in music, we have of our music. Obvious, right? All right, now let's hit this tab over here. This is your cut tab, all right? This is your workspace to edit, trim, layer your videos, and add all the essentials that you need to your timeline to work on this project. All right, so let's start dragging them into our timeline. All right, so we got the opening shot, which is this, and then we got this. Again, just letting you know the footage is really bad. All right, but again, this is good just to show you guys on how to edit this. All right, so let's watch this. Okay, look at me trying to act all cool. Damn, yeah, and I was on autofocus, yo. You see the autofocus struggling? Like it's trying to figure out like what it should focus. Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll cut it right from here. All right, right from here. So now we want to cut a certain area of this video because I don't want to use the whole thing. All right, so to cut on Davinci Resolve, you hit B. Okay, B is the cut tool. You see this razor blade? See, when I go to B, it turns into a razor blade. So this is what I use to cut. To cut, you hover over the red marker, all right? Right here, and then you click. There we go. You just sliced your video into 2. And then you hit A on your keypad. This is the pointer tool or the selection tool. B is for cutting, A is for selecting. So this is a part of the video that we don't want, so we're going to get rid of it. And to do that, what do? Boop, you hit delete. All right, so I like this. And we don't need any of this. This is just nonsense, right? So you hit B, A, delete. There we go. And now we bring in the second clip. Oh man, yo, I think this is a clip where I try to show off, like spinning the keyboard. But yeah, wait for it. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's use that. Okay, so to slice your video, what's the shortcut key? Yep, it's B. So we're gonna hit B. We're gonna hover over the red marker. We're gonna press A on our keypad, and we don't need any of this. So we're gonna hit delete, and we're gonna bring this in a little closer. All right, let's minimize this a little bit. Bring this in and maximize. Okay, let's start from here. All right, so you hit B on your keypad, you hover over the red marker, click, you press A, and this is the part that we don't need. So we hit delete. And we bring it in. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll add that part as well. Okay, and we hit B, and we delete, and then we bring it in. And delete. There we go. See, it's that simple. Now we got it. Okay. So now so now that we got our video cut and ready, let's go on music. Let's go on music and add music. So basically, all we have to do is just drag it into the timeline. All right, now, this over here, this is your camera audio, and it's just unwanted noise, and we're not benefiting this noise at all. So let's just hit mute. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup, all right? Okay, now it's always good to edit with the music that you want, because it helps you. It's like dancing, Yeah, you could dance without music, but if you dance with music, it'll just look a lot better because you kind of have an idea. So the only thing that we used right now is just the slice tool and the pointer tool. I did nothing else, And look, see, it's that simple to edit. Simple video. All right, now, so we got that part done. All right, so now we got the editing part done, all right? And I'm just gonna give you a quick roundup of all these other tabs that are here. All right. So what you see over here is the Fusion tab. The Fusion tab is where you create these amazing effects, okay? It's super advanced. I don't really use Fusion, but I should definitely learn how to. And over here, you have your color tab. This is where Davinci Resolve excels. All right, all your Hollywood movies, all those movies that you love, most of those movies are colored in Davinci Resolve. All right, they do such an amazing job. So this is the coloring tool. Over here, you get Fairlight. Fairlight is Davinci Resolve's audio editing tab. So this is where you get to fix the audio for your sound effects, for your music, your dialogues, and all that, and even to kill unwanted noise. All right, but listen, we're gonna learn how to use all this, but first we got to start over here. All right, the editing. All right, so once we learn more and more about editing, we'll slowly start jumping from one tab to another. Okay. At last, after you finish all this, you get to your Deliver tab. I call it the rocket ship, all right? Now, you do this, you get to this point when you're completely done working on your video, all right? So this is where you export or you render your final project. Now, for the file name, you can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it BTS tutorial. Location, I'm gonna bring it into my desktop. Boom. All right, format, it's always good to have it on MP4 because it's just easier to share. Resolution 1080p, frame rates 24. 24 is the best frame rate to render out your projects. Always remember that 24 frames is the way to go. I will make another video just on frame rates, because there's 24, there's 30, there's 60, there's 120. And like I said in the other video, dude, there are some that go up to 240. How crazy is that? Yeah, but anyway, we'll get to that soon. But let's start off with the basics, master that, and then just keep moving forward. All right, we'll trust me, we'll get there. We'll get to frame rates. All right. So after you're done with all that, you hit add to render queue, and ladies and gentlemen, prepare for takeoff. You're fucking doing it. Start render. There we go. You're rendering out your project, and we're almost there. Almost there. Come on. There we go. And we're done. And let's check it out. All right, now, something to keep in mind at all times, something that's very, 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 V-E-R-Y, very, very important. All right, always save your work continuously. All right, it doesn't matter whether you saved it 10 seconds ago. No, Command S, just save it. You would not regret it, because you know why? All of these softwares, doesn't matter whether it's paid or unpaid, or whether you spend 300, 800. Okay, but whatever software you're using, always save, because you know why? These softwares, they all tend to crash, all right? Somehow they all tend to crash. And after working hours and hours on a video, and when your software crashes, your whole project crashes too. And all that work goes to waste. And I'm speaking from personal experience. This has happened to me numerous times. I remember when I was editing Book of Matt Richards, chapter 1. I was working on the project for like a good 4 to 5 hours, all right? I got so into the editing process, I just kept editing. I was loving it, having the time of my life. But guess what? My software crashed and I didn't save. 4 to 5 hours of work gone to waste. It's a total buzzkill. So please, I cannot stress this enough. Save your work. Even though, whenever save pops up in your head, just hit save. Again, even if you just did it 2 seconds or 10 seconds ago, just hit save. You would not regret it, all right? So keep that in mind. I hope this tutorial helped you. Feel free to tag me or send me your work. I would love to watch it, just to see what you've created, all right? On Instagram, SiCKHEAD, all right? And as always, until next time, and one love. Stay hydrated, very important. Speaking of hydration, I've been on coffee all day. I should go drink some water. All right, see you in the next one.